Welcome to another edition of All Lights on the International Film Festival Voices from the Waters, all the way from the Garden City of India, Bangalore.
The Voices from the Waters is an effective way of reaching out to the uninitiated on water issues, with emphasis on high school, college students and the youth. The program aims to bring together grassroots-level water activists, environmentalists, scientists, policymakers, filmmakers, lecturers, scholars, artists, working professionals from all walks of life to engage in a process of learning and debate on various water issues from all around the world.
Around 34 films were screened in a 3-day event starting from August 25th to the August 28th. Voices from the Waters was initiated by Bangalore Film Society in 2005 in collaboration with a consortium of institutions.
Voices from the Waters International Traveling Film Festival was started in 2005. The main objective of the festival is to bring together the films made on water issues from across the world and show it to the people here in Bangalore as an annual event, and then later take these films to schools, colleges, media institutions and activists, groups on water across the country, but we have been able to do largely in Bangalore and South India. What has been our experience over the last 5-6 years is that there is increasing shortage of drinking water across the world, and there is greater effort at privatizing water, especially South Africa, Latin American countries, and it's going to catch up in India too, privatization. So we really aim to see that water continues to remain as the commons, not as the private property of multinational corporations.
Voices from the Waters 2011, the 6th edition of the International Film Festival for Water, which is also a traveling film festival, has come a long way. We have come a very long journey, crossing across a lot of hurdles. And this festival is basically targeted to all people of all walks of life. It is open to the public. It is targeted to the students of various colleges and schools. And this year we had a noted playback singer, a film actress, as well as an environmentalist, Vasundhara Das, who consented to be as the chief guest of this festival to inaugurate it at Christ University Auditorium. It went on very well with a lot of cultural performances from the students of Christ University.
Christ University was actively involved in this film screening held on 26th and 27th of August. The inauguration was held on 25th in the same campus. Especially the students of mass media, the postgraduate students of mass media, they took the initiative under the leadership of Ms. Asita, one of the faculties, and myself. The screening that went on well. The 2 days, we screened from on 26th started at 9 o'clock and ended at 5 on the first day. In the same way, the second day too. A lot of people, students from various departments, they participated. And also, apart from the students from the departments, there were students from Christ School from the same campus. They were also actively participated, and there were a lot of discussions were held. I think this kind of documentary films surely will help the students to get educated.
Bangalore is thirsty and most Bangaloreans spend exorbitant amounts of money for basic necessities. Drinking water crisis looms large in over 4,000 villages and 38 towns in 12 districts of Karnataka. Aditi Public School has played a major role by conducting an awareness exhibition using the highly creative skills of the students and their faculties.
Lakes in Bangalore are called keres, and most of them, probably almost all of them, are actually man-made, and they probably started making them in the times of Kempegowda, because Bangalore had, today we get water from the Kaveri, which is more than 100 kilometers away. So I think there was an understanding in people even then that you needed to have these lake bodies so that water was available to the public. The idea of studying water here, or the way it is taught and studied, is slightly different. We look at issues concerning water from a local, from a personal and a global perspective. We also bring in the national perspective. Students look at various issues with water and they come up with solutions to the problems. And we try and, it's not about implementation of the solutions, but for a 14 and 15-year-old to actually look at the issues that are concerning water or the issue under study and actually trying to solve those issues.
This particular project is very close to my heart. It's a community project. We work together. My students who does IGCSE Global Perspective as a course, my colleagues in Aditi, it primarily looks at the situation in Bangalore, the water bodies in Bangalore, what is it called, keres, or the tanks. It's mostly man-made, which was a vision by the founder of Bangalore, Kempegowda. And when we started, we looked at as like, okay, we have so many lakes, about 50 now around, maybe it was more, 80, some documents say 120. But when we started actually going and working around each lake and collecting samples from each lake, we realized about 25 really exist, others are no more there. These are the lakes which are disappeared over time. These are the samples which is still existing, and these are something which is almost in a kind of decay. There's no water at all. It overall looks into the situation that we currently have in Bangalore in terms of lakes. This work came out of another idea, which is a very common sight in Bangalore. It's a portion of a water tanker. It comes in different sizes, but this is one of the standard sizes you get, and it's called Kaveri water supply, and it's EPI coated inside that kind of a tank. It is one of the most popular sites in Bangalore. Bangalore has a huge water shortage at present, and water supply tankers such as ply across Bangalore all the time, morning, night, evening, in any time of the day. And it's also interesting that we have a chant, we have a Sanskrit chant called a kind of prayer, which is like Gangecha, Yamunecha, Saraswaticha, Narmade, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalesmin, Sanidham, Guru. So it is interesting how over a period, certain concept of worshipping water becoming a precious aspect of water, becoming a precious aspect of a water tanker. This is a water tank which is a very common sight in maybe across India now, that above your roof. Earlier we say it's sky above our roof. It's like now a water tanker above our roof. I had used two situations. One is you can see water on one side, and if you look at when you come around, you see danger on one side, this is the actual situation of water in the city.
This art installation by VP Balakrishnan is about the present situations of the World Heritage Sites of India. At one side of the seesaw is the image of the site in the olden times, and on the other side it's the image of the site today. This was designed on seesaw to show how the quality of these sites dropped down due to pollution and industrialization.
Dam's Lethal Water Bombs, a documentary on the age-old Mullaperiyar Dam, was also screened at the festival. Lethal Water Bombs has by now gained a great recognition in the world of film festivals, as this is the 13th appearance of the documentary on a festival screen.
I'm Jaya Sheila Drama. I'm the producer-director of the film Firewater, which is screening here tonight at 6 o'clock at the 6th International Voices from the Waters Film Festival here in Bangalore, India. It's been a huge privilege to be officially invited to represent our film. I have here Daniel Zalek, who is the writer-researcher. We have been incredibly surprised and just delighted at the quality of films being presented here from around the world on issues of water. Our film was selected because we're dealing with the issue of forced fluoridation, mandatory fluoridation in Australia.
Where we've fought quite a grueling battle against the government to try and keep fluoride toxins out of our water. Unfortunately, fluoride toxins are now flowing into our water, but we certainly gave it a good fight. So, and we haven't given up either.
So I'm a filmmaker based in Delhi, and I started making films about 15 years ago. Before that, I used to work in psychiatry as a doctor, and I had been working on various issues on any kinds, but my films are primarily more about people and people's issues connected with either human rights, social issues, social rights, mental illnesses, disabilities, whatever. But it is basically focused about people and their perceptions. This particular film, The Waterfall, is about these random backpackers who were traveling in Hampi, whom I met and trekked with, and they were in search of a waterfall, and I started shooting it. And the film went through a very interesting thought that a discussion begins while they sit down for a rest. It's a very surreal kind of a rocky terrain on the riverbed where we were still searching for the waterfall, and it suddenly leads you into a conflict which is one of the biggest conflicts in the world, the Israel-Palestine conflict. And the whole thing is then put back together as this film where it's these very random common people, backpackers, some from Israel, some from Australia, I was from India, and the whole discussion takes us into a whole discourse of how conflict or war affects people on either sides of the war. You know, it doesn't matter whether the country is a winner or a loser, how it affects it and how the anxiety builds up. So that's what the film is all about.
the screenings and exhibitions, the program included some cultural awareness events by Samvada, a partner of the festival.
My name is Janardhan. I work with the organization called as Samvada. Samvada works with youngsters in and around Bangalore, basically sensitizing them on social and environmental issues. And also from last 3-4 years, we are trying to train them in alternative livelihood skills, basically organic farming and then rainwater harvesting, child care management, etc. From last 3 years, we are part of this Voices from the Waters Film Festival because basically we believe that students should be exposed to all these media and issues related to environment. By participating in this festival, simultaneously both the students get into know about the issues of water, related to water, and also same time they'll get attracted to the medium, this media of filmmaking and some creative methods.
We are still on our journey finding new initiatives, new themes, new venues on the world of film festivals. We'll be back shortly with all of them. Stay tuned.